Hello, Gnomes team, students, and parents. It's Mr. Hutchinson here with one of your first social studies updates. It is today, Thursday, July 30th. So we are into our fourth day of school, and I wanted to kind of give you a bit of a video update here on what's going on at school here in social studies class, what's kind of been happening, what you can take a look at here on our Gnomes team website, and what we're going to be doing off into the future. So first of all, I will be doing video updates most weeks. I try to get at least one in, maybe two a week, depending on how things are going and what kind of exciting things we're doing here in social studies class. And this is one of those moments where I wanted to kind of share with you what we're doing and give students a place where they can go and review what we've done and give them a place to kind of work at home if they want to. So we have been starting our unit on geography here in class, and we haven't done a ton with it, but we've done a little bit with geography. And one of the things we did, and you might have known this, is that we took and we collected information about Gnomes students. We started with birth locations. Where are we from? And so all of the students turned in pages that talked about where they were born, and they might have asked you a little bit about help for hospitals and things like that. And we also asked when students came to the triangle area. And that's what this chart right here is showing. If they were born in the triangle area, if they were born in Raleigh or born in Wake County, then they were just putting down that the year that they were born is the year they came to Wake County. So we've charted that information, and then today what we started doing is taking that information and graphing it. So the sheet that I just showed you here, this 2015-2016 personal geography sheet, we worked on in class. I didn't give the students a copy of it just to save paper, but I'm going to link it at the bottom of this post here, and so you'll be able to access it at home. What students are working on is something that should look like this, or at least could look like this. This is an example of one that I made in my second block class showing the bar graphs of the different places that students were born. Wake County, North Carolina, the United States outside of North Carolina, and of course we do have a couple of international students usually every single year. So the graph could look like this one from second block. We also did some line graphing, and that was the information that we used on when they moved to North Carolina. So that graph could look something like this. Again, this is from my second block class. I was doing a kind of example with them, and I did that together. So it kind of shows you each year all the way back to 2002 and when students came to the triangle area. You'll notice that you've got that 2003-2004 spike, which is when most of our students were born. Now, there were lots of ways of manipulating those numbers, and some students kept it very simple, just doing their class, like block 2, block 3, block 4. Other students wanted to challenge themselves, and so I offered them some opportunities to challenge themselves. They could combine numbers, and they could get information for all of Wake County by adding up their columns of all the kids born on the Gnomes team from Wake County, all the kids born in North Carolina outside of Wake County, and so on, and get a bigger number. Or they could take those numbers and they could graph them each bar. So this is block 1, this is block 2, this is block 3, this is block 4 kids born in Wake County, so there'd be 4 bars per area. I even gave a few of my students in a few of my classes the opportunity to go a bit deeper. And those students were given the opportunity to take this blue packet right here, which, as you can notice, goes back to 2011. This is Gnomes team data going back to 2011. So if you add it in with today's year, or the information they got today, we have 5 years of Gnomes data. We can go back and look at where kids were born back in 2011. We can look at where kids were born 2014. And I gave them the opportunity, if they so wanted to, manipulate that data as well. So students are working on some graphs. Some of them are going to do some manipulation of numbers and get different ways of looking at how the Gnomes over time are coming from and where they're coming from and how they got here. And if they wanted to keep it very simple, they could have done that as well. So students are working on this. They did not bring it home for homework. Some really were like, can I please bring it home? And so they did. But most people kept it in their notebook today. We're going to work on it a little bit tomorrow on Friday in class. And if they don't finish it then, it will go home. But as I said, I'm going to put all of these data sheets in the Gnomes team website so that the students can access them at home and you can kind of see what's going on. So if you have any questions about that, please let me know. We're also going to get into, in the next couple of days, a geography pretest so I can kind of see what they know about geography. And then we're going to continue on for the next couple of days talking about map skills and what makes a good map. That's what we call tall dogs. So if you have any questions about some of the geography things we're talking about, let me know. If not, I will see you all soon. Goodbye.